Well, this is Jim Krause again, owner of Long Shot Golf, makers of the Long Shot Impact label. And we've been going through the Own Your Swing series that I wrote for the website. And it was based upon the idea that you should be able to use our product to tune your swing in and play your best game. I do really want to, say that it's important to verify. It sounds crazy, and it's not something that needs to be done every time. You're not going to do it during a competitive round. You're not going to do it every practice session. But, to be able to make sure that your contact is on track, it's extremely important. You wouldn't sight a rifle without a paper target. You wouldn't run a marathon without a stopwatch. You can't just say, okay, I hit that, I know where it is. I remember probably 20 years ago at one of the PGA shows, I encountered a pro who was a golf pro for one of the major club companies. I won't mention who, but and we were discussing this, and he swore to me that he doesn't need to know any of the label information because he can tell exactly by feel where that ball struck the club. And of course, this is way back before they were perimeter weighting everything and everything else. Now, the way clubs are designed now, you cannot tell by feel. There's too much engineering in these clubs that move the ball around that kind of takes the feel away unless you're playing the purest blade irons out there. Anyway, this guy hit a shot. I grabbed the iron from him, put my hand over the label, asked him where he hit it, and he said he hit it slightly to the toe, low on the club. And when I took my hand off the club, it turned out he had hit it slightly high on the club and a little left of center. And he didn't say a thing. He just walked away. But it was important to consider that, yeah, you can tell when you really strike a shot just by the feel and the sound. But if you need to know, you really want to know, this is the simplest device on earth to verify where you're going. It couldn't be any less expensive. It couldn't be any easier to use. Yeah, we even include a little correction book with it, with almost every pack that comes with our product off the website. And there's little starter packs too that are really inexpensive to just go ahead and at least take a shot and see what you're up to. Everybody misses. Everybody misses with a shot. Even the pros miss. They don't miss quite as bad and they don't miss quite as often. But you want to minimize the misses. You don't want to have as many. They always say, well, kind of manage your misses and have them land in certain spots. Well, not missing would probably be a pretty good idea also. But the absolute foolproof accuracy of being able to verify the position on any club is extremely important for a whole bunch of reasons. Again, the journal is something I've mentioned numerous times. Keeping a little journal of what you've done. Keep some notes. One of the great things about the label is that you can take it off the club and stick it on a page of the journal and put some notes down. What your physical condition was of that day that might have affected how you were hitting the ball, what club you're using, where you hit it, so on and so forth. Make a note of your carry distance and give yourself a chance to, again, always understand where you might be, in your game. And it should be a regular part of your practice routine. I mean, just going out and aimlessly smashing balls into space out there, seeing how far you can smack them, is not going to improve your game. It might even be a detriment to your swing. The current fixation on distance is, yeah, distance is great, but accuracy is extremely important. Being able to strike the ball cleanly so that your dispersion is good, that you know where the ball is going, you know approximately how far it's going, that's what leads to lower scores. And being on the course is not a driving range exercise. To have a contest so you can hit it the furthest, it's the lowest score. That's how you measure the game. So, contact first, distance and accuracy will follow. So again, verify. We try to emphasize structure. Have a structure to your plan. Have a structure to how you practice. Again, if you're just going out there to loosen up and work out, that's fine. But if you want to work on your game, you've already journal entered some stuff that might tell you that your mid irons are your weakest point. So work on your mid irons. If you're hitting your driver pretty decently, then you don't need to focus on that for the entire round. You don't need to grab a whole bucket of balls and hit 90% of them into a net. With all these new materials and the new covers and on the balls and everything of that nature, you're just not going to be able to tell without getting a physical verification where that club is on the ball, where you're hitting it, how well you're hitting it. If you want to take lessons, don't handcuff whoever you're going to talk to about lessons by not having them have any information. You need to have the journals important. Your own notes are important. Your own understanding of your game is important. Being able to talk to somebody about a lesson and saying, here's where I'm at, here's what I'm doing, here's what I can't do, here's what I want to do. It's not one of those situations where you just walk in there, plop the bag down and look at the person and say, okay, fix me. You tell me what you think I'm doing wrong and we'll see what happens. And again, you're in an unnatural setting. You're not going to swing the same way you do on the course. You're not going to be as loose. You're going to be a little more intimidated. If you're doing any of this stuff, any lesson you take, make sure that as you're taking that lesson, that you haven't compromised whatever contact you managed to build up. Over the past 37 years of this product, we've had so many people tell me they're not comfortable taking lessons, so they self-verify, they self-teach. That's fine. Self-evaluations, inventories, entries in a journal, they're all capable of helping you execute the game. The little correction guide we include with our products, that's a little bit of a tool. Not the end-all be-all, but it can work. I truly believe that this label and the theory of concentrating on contact first, making that the core of your game. And if you're a beginner, making that the core of the game. Start with that from the beginning. The label is a verification tool. To keep your contact is one of the best possible ways you can enjoy the game. It's as simple as that. It's not something that's the tool on its own. We don't even call it a training aid. It's a verification aid. It's the way that you understand where you're at and what you're doing. It's a checkup, your wellness check. If you can at least get to that point, you can enjoy this game. You can get on the course. You can move along at a good pace, not tick everybody off, not be searching for golf balls in the woods all day, and just have some fun out there. It's supposed to be a fun game.